on ride number 7 of 22 rides to help cure diabetes, benefiting Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation and Sansum Diabetes Research Institute. Change of venue today. We're back in California, and I'm fairly excited about that because, as you can probably see, it's foggy, about 60 degrees, and that means I don't need to worry about anything over 90 degrees today, which western Colorado is getting hot. So doing about 102 miles up to Ojai today, and should be a beautiful day. So here we go. Let's go raise some money. All right, we are at about mile 35 or so, climbing up out of Ojai and over to Santa Paula. Just classic California foothills riding, just beautiful. I don't know if you can see the road or the valley behind me, but beautiful. And there's even a little poppy down here, so we got that. I was thinking last night a little bit about why do I fundraise, and trying to think of lots of different reasons. So one of the reasons I fundraise, last night at dinner, we had pasta and there was some bread, and Beckett really wanted a piece of bread. Well, we'd already dosed him, so he could only have half a piece because that's what fit in his dose. And you know, part of the beauty of what JDRF and Sansum Diabetes do is improving the devices so that type 1 kids and adults can sort of micromanage for that dosing and give themselves a little more insulin if they have a little more food and some more carbs. But ideally, and this is the long-term goal, we'd rather he just be able to eat what he wants when he wants. So freedom of in those types of things is one of the big reasons that we fundraise and we try to find a cure. So everybody knows the primary reason I'm doing these rides to raise money for JDRF and SDRI is to honor my son Beckett and every other kid with type 1 diabetes and their sort of spirit and perseverance. But I also think it's really important to acknowledge primary caregivers, because for every kid with type 1 diabetes, my wife and I, Elizabeth, liken it to a pit crew in a Formula 1 race or something like that. I mean, you've got sensors, pumps, shots or pens, checking blood glucose levels during the night. Even if they're on a CGM, we still wake up periodically just to be sure that he's on track. Counting every single carb that goes into their body. It is a constant 24/7 endeavor, and obviously one that we undertake with love and attention and enthusiasm. But I think in every family there's a primary caregiver, and there's somebody that falls on most heavily, and in our case that's Elizabeth, and I think that's probably true in other families too. So they really carry a lot of the burden until the child is old enough to do all of that for themselves, and deserve a huge shout out to the caregivers. Well, there is ride number 7 of 22 in the books. 102 miles, just over a little over 6 hours, so didn't break any speed records, but pretty good, beautiful ride. A little bit of everything that sort of coastal California has to offer, so that was nice. And we had a good fundraising week. We passed 32,500 total, with the same amount is matched to Sansum Diabetes. So and we have, you know, several months left to go. So I'm pretty hopeful we're going to hit our 50,000 goal. So anyway, I'm going to go put my feet up.